Are we on?
I don't know. Jacob will let us know. What you get into yesterday?
Fantasy football draft last night.
Oh, who'd
Got
you get?
into it. Well,
Wait, which is this? How many leagues are you in?
just one.
And this is the buy, the
It's a
auction.
it's a $200 auction.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you go all in on? Did you have to go all in on somebody? Was your hand forced? Who'd you end up
Well, I
getting?
wanted to go big on one guy.
Who'd you go big on?
So I already had you get to retain one guy. Excuse me. I retained Brock Bowers from last year at like $14, 15. That's pretty good. I went big on all these other guys. The running backs are going for like 60. I didn't want to spend a third of my money on like a guy.
So you Saquon,
all those guys,
Jameer
Derrick
Gibbs,
Henry,
Derrick
all those guys,
Henry,
yeah.
Christian McCaffrey. When did that stop? Did it go all the way down to Bucky? Bucky Irvin? Bucks?
Probably. I mean,
Okay.
I ended up getting. I just brought it up. For my running backs, I ended up getting. I figured like I was gonna aim for like that 30 to 25 range.
Yeah.
So I got Tony Pollard,
Okay.
Aaron Jones. Isaiah, I got a bunch of the running backs at that price. Aaron Jones, Isaiah Pacheco,
Okay.
Caleb Johnson. And then I let my son pick the last one at the last pick of the draft. He took Cam Scatterboo.
Oh, good. Cam made it all the way.
He might end up playing on the Giants.
I've been doing mock drafts, and Cam Scatterboo by like round 9 is gone.
Really?
Gone.
I got him for $1.
Okay.
It was not.
I like that.
The interesting thing I found, so in our league, you have 3 defensive players.
Okay.
So you have to have a DB, a defensive
Linebacker.
lineman, or linebacker, and then just a catch-all defensive player. Travis Hunter counts both. He counts on offense and defense. So I drafted him for like $9 because I figure you can put him in it. You might get points on offense too, because I think he's going to be more of an offensive player than a defensive player. But I can put him at DB and then get some points on the offensive side, depending what, he might not even play much on defense.
Who did you go all in on?
Drake London.
Really?
Not even all in. I mean, he was the most expensive player I got.
Okay.
He was like 45 or something like that. Because he's going to, that's the only guy Michael Penix throws to.
I think he's going to be, he's projected top 10
Yeah,
fantasy
he should
output.
be good.
Okay.
And I want to do it for a guy who I watch. So it's fun to watch Falcons games. Hey, what's up? We're back. Welcome into the Jessica Benson Show. It's Wednesday. And we are live here. It's a day of royalty, a day we celebrate the engagement of the Queen. This is the Taylor Swift show, after all, apparently. Taylor Swift got engaged to Travis Kelce. So we're going to talk about that. Being a big sports story, things we talk about today. There might be another engagement in the WNBA. CJ's got intel on that. We had WNBA news and notes. College football still 2 days away. NFL news and notes. There was a ton of guys waived everything yesterday. U.S. Open was going on last night. Coco Gauff pulled it out, even though her serve is still, I guess, a work in progress. Struggling a little bit. DeAngelo Williams is going to join us. We're going to talk about WTF Wednesday. There's a bunch of stuff on this list that's just appropriately WTF that we're going to talk about today. And that's the show for today. I'm Lang, he's CJ, Jacob's over there. We're going to talk to you again in just a minute.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 Or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
What about the hanging your hat on the defensive end? Where does that come from?
And one thing my dad told me is if you want to get to the NBA, if you want to leave an impact, if you're a competitor like you say you are, you're going to be one of the best defenders on the court every time you step on there. He said you're not going to disrespect the game. You're not going to take it for granted. You know, this is not a right, it's a privilege. So go out there and compete every day.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this feeling. This is my day. The sun's out, let's have a little fun now. I wanna let it all out. That's what it's all about. Cause I deserve this feeling of having my way. I deserve this feeling. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Jessica Benson Show here on Grind City Media. I'm Lang Whitaker, alongside CJ Hurt and Jacob, and DeAngelo Williams are going to join us in a little bit. It's Wednesday, it's hump day, and we start today off with some news that happened like literally the moment we finished the show yesterday, and it kind of broke the internet. Congratulations to the happy couple. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are now officially engaged. Apparently they got engaged a couple weeks ago, but we just found out about it yesterday. They posted photos. They dropped this announcement, and they said, hey, we're engaged. Happened in Kansas City at a park somewhere in KC, and Taylor Swift said, your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. Congratulations to them.
Yeah, congratulations. We love love, don't we, Lane?
Oh,
just a big proponent of love on this show. Do you remember asking your wife to get married?
Yeah, I just did it at home.
Okay.
I didn't like rent out a park and put flowers. What about you? What'd you do? I assume you're a romantic like that, CJ.
What did I do? Oh, that's what it was. It was terrible. It was atrocious.
So was mine.
And so people were, at one point, it was, hey, it would be nice, I guess, for her friends and family to be there. And so invited them over. And her brother was like, yeah, we're going to go out to eat just randomly. It's like, no, we're not going out to eat. I'm not doing it in a restaurant. It'll just be at the house. Well, we got to have food. Why do you have to have food? Eat before you come. Then her friend was, CJ, you can't do it like that. You have to do it like this, and starts trying to plan. It's like, no, lady, I've talked to her about this. Like, no, we're good. She's like, well, she needs to come stay the night with me so we can have a talk. No, she doesn't. Because then she'll know it's coming, and she already knows where the ring is. She knows that it's coming. It's just like, y'all just show up, sit down, and shut the hell up. Friend kept bothering me. I said, okay, friend, cool, you got it. Bring the food. Fine. Friend decided day of, hey, I can't bring the food. Looks like we're going to have to go out. No, the hell we're not. because I'm not going out. Looks like y'all are just going to come to this house and eat these Ching's wings. You can't have Ching's wings at an engagement. Why the hell not? Well, what's she going to do? Get wing sauce all over her fingers? We'll do the engagement first.
Get the dry rub wings.
We'll do the engagement first, and then she can take the ring off and partake in the wings. Like, it's not that big a damn deal. What are we talking about here? Then her brother got the talking and started talking about divorce and things of that nature.
His brother sounds problematic.
And I was like, yo, wait a second. Right before the engagement? What are we doing? Why is that the conversation? It was a literal shit show. Yeah. But got engaged. The Ching's wings were wonderful. And the rest is history. Eventually, it wasn't this good.
Yeah. Eventually the engagement the whole point of the engagement is to kind of fade away, right? Like we're supposed to, the wedding is supposed to be the big thing. And then the marriage is the part of your life that's great. Like the engagement should kind of not be a.
I don't know how this works. I was talking with somebody in the office. Shout out to Derek. We were talking yesterday. He's got a wedding coming up, and I asked him when did you start thinking about marriage and a wedding? He said, "Oh, when I was a kid. I thought about that thing."
Oh yeah,
at 28, and I got married at 28. I thought about it for a grand total of 6 months. When did you start thinking about it?
Well, my wife and I lived together for a couple. We moved to New York together,
but not with her. Just marriage in general. When did you start thinking about
college? Maybe
okay.
After I don't know. I didn't think about it when I was a kid. Definitely not in high school.
No.
I think more so you start thinking about it when you start considering having a life alone. You know, when you get to be college age, you're like, what happens after this? Am I going to have to do this life by myself, or am I going to have someone do it with me?
Even then, I was like, yo,
I could use a little help.
I'll just grab a couple every now and then. Just rotate through a couple of people every 1 to 2 years.
Which that's kind of the point of your 20s, right?
Yeah.
You go through, you got to find the one that fits, find the one that works, which is what Taylor Swift seems to have done. Had a couple options, settled with this one that apparently is the best option. Did Jessica Benson call this a couple of weeks ago?
I don't know, Jacob. Do we have the clip? If we have the clip, let's run it, because it sure as hell looks like she called it last month. She
called a shot.
They said that the announcement
What makes you say that?
Oh, here we go.
CJ. Travis Kelce posted Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce might be engaged.
What makes you say that?
Oh, CJ. Travis Kelce posted pictures of Taylor Swift on his Instagram grid in a carousel for the first time ever. They are Instagram official. This is the picture that is really leading people to think that perhaps they might be engaged. If you were to zoom in on this phone, you can see the lock screen is a photo. And what does it look like Taylor Swift is doing in the photo on that lock screen?
Fanning herself?
She's either fanning herself, doing the single ladies dance, or she's showing off an engagement ring.
Jacob, enhance one more time.
That is the prototype of I'm showing off an engagement ring. This
I don't see anything.
Is not moving me. You want to know what's moving me? All right, this picture
enhance, Jacob,
makes me think that Killer Trav and Taylor Swift are engaged. To me, this picture of them in these little nautical hats, and his says captain and hers says first mate. This looks like an engagement party
enhance
photo.
On the hat, Jacob.
I have been to so many engagement parties or seen so many photographs of engagement parties of people close to my age, and this feels like an engagement party. Captain, first mate, they're dressed all in white. It's the first picture on the carousel. It also could all be a giant joke. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Yeah, I would push back on that being an engagement party. They could have been engaged. Only because an engagement party suggests lots of people involved. And there's no way that would have been kept quiet this long. Unless it was just family. But if they invite 50 people to that thing, someone's going to get out.
Okay, so what's an engagement party?
I don't know.
Okay, because I have no clue what's going on.
Jessica said she's been to a lot of engagement parties on that club.
Yeah.
I
don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm way out over my skis here. I need help. I don't understand.
Is that a thing women go to?
I don't know. Apparently, Lang is out over his skis also.
I've never been invited to an engagement party.
What is Lang? I've only been in one wedding, well, 2, including mine, and I've only gone to 7 of them things. Yeah. So
I'm
no,
not
I haven't.
I'm not a big wedding.
Yeah, my people close to me aren't getting married, and I don't have a whole lot of people close to me. So I'm out of this.
I did go to a wedding a couple weeks ago, and the wedding was at noon. And the reception was at 6 p.m.
I'm sorry?
I went to a wedding a couple weeks ago. The wedding was at noon.
How long was the wedding?
The reception was like an hour and a half.
Oh, gosh, that's way too long.
So we went home, sat on the couch, watched some sports. I changed clothes before the reception.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear this tight suit the whole night. And so I put on something a little more, still nice, but not as, and then went to the reception, which was great. It was actually I think that's the way you should do it now. Have a break in between the two. So you're not like going from the wedding to the reception, making a whole day affair. We don't know the date of this
No,
wedding.
but we do know some Taylor Swift is big into numerology and things of that nature. The announcement was made on the 26th, so the Swifties are speculating that it has something to do with the 26th track on her Tortured Poets album. The track is
This is easy for you to say.
called it is. The track is called The Prophecy, about being
one
doomed.
of my favorite Taylor songs.
Yeah, you got it. About being doomed in love. So some are interpreting the announcement date as her breaking her own prophecy, which is not how prophecies work at all. Oedipus and them have all tried to break prophecies. If it's prophetized, it'll be. So they're wrong on that one. But maybe, just maybe, 26 is half of 13. Half of 26 is 13. So you got two. Her favorite number is 13. I'm assuming that she's her favorite person and he's her favorite person. You put them together, add them up, that equals 26. August is the 8th month of the year. And if you flip the 8 horizontally, that is the infinity.
Infinity.
Yeah. So maybe that's why also there were a lot of signs on the 13th day of Chiefs training camp where Travis Kelce went out there and dropped a whole lot of like, hey, I'm so happy to be in my 13th year with the Kansas City Chiefs. And he hinted some during that press conference, according to Swifties, that this was happening and this had happened and this was coming.
And this was 13 days after she was on the podcast that they announced it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which would mean, if we're thinking about this, I just realized this. That's 2 weeks ago that she was on the podcast, correct?
Yep.
She got engaged 2 weeks ago.
Did she get engaged 2 weeks ago?
Apparently.
Okay.
And they didn't, the pictures just came out yesterday, which would mean, did she get engaged at the podcast or right around the podcast? Was she engaged when they did that podcast?
So, listen, I think she was engaged a month ago, and they waited and they came up with a plan. Like, hey, what's the best way to go about doing this? I've got an album coming out in October,
which she didn't announce until she was on the podcast.
Until she was, but their bedroom talk. Like, hey, let's talk about what we're doing at work. You got a football season. I got an album.
Yeah.
What can we do to combine those two and maximize interest in both of them? And also, don't forget, I'm just recklessly speculating here.
Yeah.
While they're having a conversation, she gets a phone call, and he's like, oh, who's that? She's like, oh, this is Beyonce. Hold on, wait a second. Let me talk to her. Oh, hey, Queen Bee. Oh, Jay-Z wants me to perform at Super Bowl this year? Yeah, sure, I can do it.
See,
I can make that happen.
That whole speculation, because Jessica had her whole thing that went viral about that. Now I think that's not going to happen.
Okay.
Because you don't want to, planning a wedding is a full-time job. There's people whose job is to plan weddings.
And she can afford them.
Sure. But she wants to be involved. She does. She's not going to just hand this over to somebody, right? She writes all her own music. She manages her life very well. She's not going to just let this wedding. She's not going to just call somebody and be like, you plan the wedding. I'll show up this time, this date. She's going to be involved in that. The same would go, I would assume, for a Super Bowl halftime performance. You're going to plan that thing out. You're going to make sure it's up to your specifications, all that stuff. To plan a wedding and a Super Bowl halftime show at the same time feels like that's a big lift for anybody, including Taylor Swift. But, I mean, at the same time, you could probably argue if anyone could do it.
If anybody, it's her.
It might be Taylor Swift. I also think, CJ, I wonder, is this why Jessica Benson went out of town this week? Out of the country. Is this why Jessica left us? Did she know something? Look, we know Jessica, she loves to talk. She loves to share, right? She'll talk about whatever. If Jessica knew about this, she would have said something probably, right? Instead, she talks about maybe something's happening a week ago. kind of goes viral. She's like, I got to get out of here. Someone's going to find, I'm going to let it slip.
So she had inside information about this and then just decided
Jessica
to
might have been the one they chose. Like you said, Taylor and Travis talked about it. They were like, we got to get the word out. Let's do it on a show in Memphis. No one will know. No one will think it's.
We'll just drop this right here.
Yeah.
Let the real Swifties dig deep enough to find it.
It's perfect.
I like that.
It is perfect. And then all of a sudden, TMZ picks it up. It becomes a thing. Jessica's the voice of Travis and Taylor. And then Jessica's like, oh, it's getting hot in here. Let me get out. She went to Europe. She got out of the country. She's like, I can't. I don't want to stay. I don't want anybody to know that she's the oracle in this situation.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's my thought on all this.
We'll have to ask her when she gets back.
I do think they're going to get married. I would guess summer, right? Next summer, because that's really the only time for a football player that you're not going to be doing stuff.
Travis Kelce should have retired last year.
Yeah, probably.
So he'll. I hope he's done. Like watching him play football is painful for me.
He
right
apparently
now.
on a previous podcast, the New Heights podcast he does with his brother, talked about weddings. This was I don't know, a year or so ago, and he said, I don't know many people who've gotten married in the fall. He said all the weddings I've been to and my friends always do it in the summer. And he can't do it in the fall anyway if he's playing.
And even if he's not, all his friends are football connected.
Yeah. So you would assume like the summer would be when I got married in the summer because it was the only time in the NBA schedule where you have, you can take a month or two off.
I got married in April because it was the cheapest.
Yeah. For what? To rent the venue?
Yeah. The average cost of a wedding in April is one of the cheapest months out there.
I wonder why that is.
Well, you got to think. Let's get rid of the summer months. So June, July, because everybody's out of school and everybody can get married in June and July. Throw August in there as well. Throw major holidays. So Christmas, December, January, New Year's Day. People are getting married there. Yeah. February for Valentine's Day. So that's 6 that are definitely ahead of April. May is nice out, so May's ahead. And then it leaves you April, September, October. And so I think April was the cheapest of those first 7 or 8 months. And then our birthdays are in September. Yeah. And we were like, we can't afford to get married and do birthday, wedding anniversary, Thanksgiving travel, Christmas travel, New Year's Eve partying. We just can't afford to do that. So let's just do it in April.
I also think that the lesson I came away with from my engagement, CJ, you tell me if this is what you learned. We're trying to help the kids here. We're trying to help people who have not yet been in this situation. CJ said his engagement was a sort of a disaster. Mine wasn't anything special. I just did it one night. The engagement matters. That's what I learned. Like maybe not to me, but to the woman who's getting engaged to you or whoever you're getting engaged to. Someone in this whole situation cares about the engagement part of it. And like, I was kind of like, let's just get engaged. It's done. All right. I thought the wedding was the only part that mattered. Since then, I've known a couple of people who got engaged and they told me they were planning on getting engaged. And I told them, just put some thought into the actual engagement. Maybe not, it doesn't have to be huge. Put some thought into it. Get a camera guy, something, do it somewhere that's partially, memorable. You don't got to rent out the Orpheum, but do it somewhere that matters and has a little bit of whatever. So congrats to Travis, Taylor.
Weddings can't be this expensive. I'm looked into this lane. April is the 6th cheapest month to get married, according to the
it's right in the middle.
Yes. But they're saying it's $32,000 to get married. $32,800. My advice is don't go broke for none of this.
Yeah, no.
You got a life to live after you get married. Don't go broke for the engagement. Don't go broke for the wedding. $32,800 to get married?
Also, just ask for cash for your gifts. Like I saw that recently, and that's like the smartest thing you could do. I gave away like the bread maker. We got presents of all this crazy crap, and you're like, oh great, I don't need a bread maker.
Ask them to contribute to the
house fund,
to the house fund, or to the honeymoon fund, one of those. And if you can, get cash, keep cash on you, and try to pay for everything in cash, because those wedding venues and those wedding caterers and the photographers, they love cash money, dog. So if you can pay in cash, you're good to go.
If you get married at a church, is it cheaper than getting married at like a event hall?
I would think if you're a member of the church, yeah.
Because you still got to pay something, I would assume, right? Like
I think
you got to pay.
You have
like
to pay for the officiant.
Yeah,
so if you're a member of the church, you could get into.
Do you have to pay to rent the sanctuary? I got
wouldn't-
married in a church. I don't remember.
I wouldn't. If you're a member, again, that's what your tithes
But
should
you got
be going to. 10%
You
of
got to
that.
pay like the people to come in and turn on the lights and the clean up after and all that. So there's probably maybe like an honorarium of a couple $100 or something.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, that's one way you can keep it cheaper instead of $32,000. All right, we're gonna take a break. We got a lot of actual sports stuff to get to, and we'll get to it right on the other side of all this. You're watching the Jessica Benson Show here on Grind City Media.
Scotty Scheffler ran away with the Open Championship this weekend. My God, this guy, he's not real. Have we reached the point with Scotty Scheffler where you don't have to care a thing about golf, but you still know there's a dude named Scotty Scheffler who is awesome at it?
He is solidified himself as one of the greats in the sport. At this point, probably of all time.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GBWR.
Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Scotty Scheffler ran away with the Open Championship this weekend. My God, this guy, he's not real. Have we reached the point with Scotty Scheffler where you don't have to care a thing about golf, but you still know there's a dude named Scotty Scheffler who is awesome at it?
He is solidified himself as one of the greats in the sport. At this point, probably of all time.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Lang Whitaker Show. I'm Jessica Benson, sitting in this week here alongside CJ Hurd and Jacob. And it's
Did
time.
you mean to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Just wanted to make sure.
I don't know. It's been a week, man. It's like all starting to kind of run together at this point. It's time for Oops, We Missed It Again. Talking about famous engagements, I was asking CJ, like, didn't Brittany get engaged?
Yeah.
But we couldn't remember. I think she got married to K-Fed, and they wore the denim suits. But she wasn't engaged to Timberlake, and then she was engaged to the guy recently who they stopped dating, the Sam guy. Anyway, speaking of engagements, are Asia and Bam engaged?
That's a question going around. Well, listen, man. That phrase just makes my nuts itch. I hate that phrase so much.
I'm glad I said it.
But Bam threw this tweet out there, and it's just the infinity symbol. That is all that it is. So what's lasting forever? I only know love that lasts forever, and so that leads me to believe
the 1-5 pick and roll
that Asia and Bam are engaged. But it could be the 1-5. Maybe he's saying he's a Heat lifer. Maybe the Heat are going to be his home for forever. There's a lot of different ways to interpret this, but it was real. Bam, what are we doing here?
They only went like public that they were dating within the last year, right? Like it wasn't. It's not. They haven't been together for like a long time.
I think they have been, but they went public.
Yeah.
Because remember, it was the Olympics, and we're like, wait. Yeah. Why every time we see Asia, we see Bam? And why every time we see Bam, we see Asia? Why is one always like lurking or looming in the background of some of these photos?
Is she, I mean, it would be weird timing to get engaged in the middle of her season. Although, like, I guess it would be more weird to get married in the middle of the season. You can get engaged.
What they're going to do if they are engaged and they're going to get married.
You're right.
I am.
Bam's got to take one for the team if that's the case.
You just get married when?
Just like in the middle of a back-to-back or something. When they got 4 games in 5 nights, have it in the middle. I don't know. But Bam's got to be the one. Maybe is there like a little bit at the end of the NBA season before the WNBA starts?
If there is,
I mean, look,
you
could also plan it in like late May, June, because the Heat aren't going to finals. They aren't making it to the past.
Do it All-Star weekend. Oh, they could do an All-Star weekend ceremony where everybody's already there, anyways.
Yeah,
it's
but
February. It's around
Valentine's Day. The All-Star game
Day.
in like Cleveland or somewhere.
Wasn't it in Cleveland last year? It might be LA this year.
It was in Indianapolis.
It's the Bay this year. It's where the Warriors.
No, it's LA. It's in
LA?
the Clippers' new stadium.
I knew it was one of the newer.
So LA might be a good place to have a wedding.
All-Star weekend.
LA,
everybody's already there. Celebs are already there. You can take over All-Star. Do it at halftime. Do it at halftime of the All-Star game. I'll watch that.
How about All-Star Saturday night, which has been such a mess the last few years, the dunk contest and everything. Like they should get married as part of All-Star Saturday night.
I was thinking,
and then Mac McClung can jump over them and dunk it.
I now pronounce you man and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
And Mac McClung comes
and
running
instead
in.
of doves flying out, it's just McClung jumping over the both of them, dunking
in a G League jersey.
Yes, yeah, that would be good.
We got to figure it out.
Yeah,
enjoy it. Enjoy the wedding, guys.
So again, I hope that their relationship is in a good spot. I would really like it if they were engaged, though. That would be some cool stuff as well. But yeah, that's the scuttlebutt, the rumors off the court around Bam and Asia.
I didn't know this. I read this the other day. Do you know why her name's Asia like that?
No.
Because her dad was a huge Steely Dan fan, and Steely Dan has an album called Asia, spelled like that, and he named her after the Steely Dan album.
Oh, nice.
Just pretty like just kind of odd, but it's great.
I guess if my dad named me after an album, it would be Fear of a Black Planet Hurt.
There you go.
Yeah, like that'd be cool.
At least he didn't name you Chuck.
Well,
Chuck
Flav.
Chuck Flav Hurt. Instead of CJ, you could be CF.
Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. WNBA news and notes. What we got, CJ? What happened last night?
I mean, Alyssa Thomas has heard me talking about all these other people, Asia and Nafisha Collier, and she said, "Hey, CJ, watch this." All she did against the Sparks, she had her 7th triple-double of the season, which surpasses her own record of 6 triple-doubles in a season. So she set a record there. She's had a triple-double in 6 of her last 10 games and now accounts for 40% of the triple-doubles in WNBA history. She has 18 such games. AT, the only player in league history with 10 points, 15 assists, and 15 rebounds in a game. 6th game with 15-plus assists. That trails only Courtney Vandersloot who did it 7 times. And I don't know how much you guys know about the W. Sloot is a point guard.
Yeah.
AT is a forward/center, and she's doing all of this. She accounted for over half of the team's assists and half of the team's rebounds last night. She joins Magic, LeBron, and Nikola as the only players to average 15-plus points, 9-plus assists, 8-plus rebounds, and 1-plus steals on 50% shooting from the field for an entire season. Right? AT, this MVP race, it changes for me every single day. After every single game, one of these women's out here doing something phenomenal. Alyssa Thomas had a monster performance last night and has been doing a tremendous job having a bunch of monster performances for this Mercury team, who right now sit in 4th place in the standings. There's a big game tonight, Lane. Big game tonight. It's the Dream. It's Alicia Gray. It's Ryan Howard. It's my girl Naz Hillman taking on Asia Wilson and the Aces. The 2 seed is up for grabs. It's on the line right now. I think the 2 through 5, so 2, 3, 4, and 5 are all separated by a game and a half. The Liberty are in 5, game and a half back. The Mercury and the Dream are a game back of the Aces, who now sit in 2nd. And all Asia Wilson has done this year is be 1st in total points, player efficiency, win shares, offensive win shares, total rebounds, total blocks. She's while also being 3rd in total steals and 4th in defensive win shares, and being in the top 5 of damn near every major WNBA statistical category on a per game basis. So she's out there, and while they have clinched, they are fighting with the Dream for that 2 spot. Right. The Dream haven't clinched yet, but a win tonight, I think they clinch, and they could put themselves firmly in the driver's seat for that number 2 spot. So that's what's going on in the W. The game is on NBA TV, so I look forward to checking it out and watching.
I saw Kaylin rolled in with her new logo last night.
Oh, did she? I missed it.
She had like some big baggy pants that had the logo all over it.
Okay.
So, like, she's putting it out there now.
So Monday the shirts come out, right?
I think so.
Monday the shirts,
they're going to sell like crazy, even though it looks like you and I made these shirts. Like they just put a logo on a shirt. That's all it is. But whatever, they're going to sell well.
And then the full line drops October, and then we're still waiting on the shoe. We're still waiting on the Caitlin Clark shoe to drop.
There was a great story. This is college football news and notes. There was a really good story this morning in The Athletic about NIL money, and it was talking about how players around college football are spending their NIL money, because these guys all of a sudden some of them are millionaires coming out of school and probably didn't expect to have this much money, and they're able to use money just for kind of whatever they want. I was trying to think, CJ, if I was in college, how would I spend my money? If I got a $1 million check all of a sudden, probably a car, right? Like that's probably the most likely thing you would spend money on as a student. According to this, they interviewed all these college football players about how they spent their money. 4 of the players, they interviewed 57 players. 4 of them got Dodge Chargers.
Okay.
Because one of them, Syracuse quarterback Ricky Collins, got an orange Dodge Charger and said it was more impulse than anything. Ford Raptors were the trucks for a bunch of players. 3 wide receivers got Dodge Durango Hellcats. A bunch of guys got these cars. Then you get into like hobbies. Gunnar Stockton from Georgia quarterback, took up golf. Golf can be expensive. You got to buy clubs. You got to pay for. Yeah. He bought some. He went to nice courses with his money. One of the Duke offensive linemen got into fishing, spent some money on some rods and stuff. Maybe my favorite one was Texas Tech quarterback Baron Morton bought 150 acres of land, and he's going to lease it out to people to go hunting on.
Okay.
In Texas, like as a money making. I mean, real estate's always a good way to spend your money, right? Yeah. Several players went on vacations, expensive trips and clothes. Penn State safety Zakee Wheatley got sneakers.
So what are you spending your money on, Lane?
Right now, or if I was in college?
You're in college.
I'd probably get a car.
Okay, you're not buying $1 million car.
I had a Toyota Camry when I was in college. Okay. I mean, the one thing about, like that was a big deal last year. Georgia's quarterback, Carson Beck, who's now in Miami, supposedly drove a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Gunnar Stockton, the guy who's the quarterback now, drives like a 1982 Ford F-150.
Yeah.
That was like his granddad's or something. Like, so it really depends on the person, I think, right?
Yeah.
I had a Toyota Camry when I was in college.
I got a car. Did you go down to college with a car?
Yeah, I drove off to go. I had it in high school. I bought it from a family friend. I bought it. I spent my money on it from working. But I would imagine like that's probably the easiest thing to upgrade because in college, like if you're a college football player, you're living in their dorm, aren't you? Like a nice dorm. They give you food. They give you everything. So like food or car would be the only thing, unless you're like into vacations, but I don't think you would be, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't have. I can't imagine you'd have a whole lot of time for all of those vacations.
The best answer is Virginia linebacker Mitchell Melton, who said he was asked what he spent his NIL money on. He said, "I'd rather not disclose that.
Turn up.
But the blessings of NIL let me be a 6th-year college football player."
Let's go.
That's why he's going to go 6-6 in Virginia this year. Enjoy that, buddy. Another college football note in the Athletic today. We're down to mascot. Colorado's mascot Ralphie the 6th has retired due to something I think CJ and I share: indifference to running.
I know I have that.
Yeah.
I know I have it.
I don't like running. I feel like I'm pretty indifferent to it also. So according to this story, the running of Ralphie during Colorado games, like we were talking about it the other day, that's how live animals help teams take the field. And Ralphie, who is either a bison or a buffalo, I'm not sure. It says they're interchangeable in the article.
Okay.
Is retiring after 4 years in which she drew the ire of Colorado fans because of her indifference to running. And the Colorado University put out a statement: due to an indifference to running, typical of many mammals, both four-legged and two-legged, it was determined that it was in the bison's best interest to focus on relaxing strolls in the pasture.
Okay.
That's her favorite hobby.
Hey, I like that. Shout out to Ralphie.
So now that was Ralphie the 6th.
Yeah.
Ralphie the 5 was already retired and enjoying relaxing strolls in the pasture. So Ralphie the 6th, her new role is going to be a companion to Ralphie the 5.
Let's go.
So maybe that's an engagement waiting to happen. And now Colorado doesn't have a mascot. They have a game Friday against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's going to win that game, by the way. I think Colorado's favored by 2.5.
Okay.
Buster Faulkner, the offensive coordinator at Georgia Tech, he's going to have something ready for that Colorado team. They're still trying to figure out their quarterback situation too. Anyway, Colorado doesn't have a mascot to start the season, so we got to figure out this Ralphie situation in time for the season at some point. They've had a live mascot since 1966, all females. NFL news and notes. Oh, we didn't even get to the DJ Lagway headline. He's healthy, apparently.
Let's go ahead and go to break.
You want to take a break? Because we got DeAngelo coming on the other side of that. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching the Jessica Benson Show here on Grind City Media.
You ready? I've been ready. What are we waiting for?
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Scottie Scheffler ran away with the Open Championship this weekend. My God, this guy, he's not real. Have we reached the point with Scottie Scheffler where you don't have to care a thing about golf, but you still know there's a dude named Scottie Scheffler who is awesome at it?
He is solidified himself as one of the greats in the sport. At this point, probably of all time.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
It's a massive weapon to have you pressuring the ball that far up. It wrecks offenses.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't want to do it. I think that's the main thing. Like, who wants to pick up full court the whole game? And on the opposite end, who wants someone picking them up full court the whole game?
It's annoying.
So it's annoying, so I feel like that's why I like doing it, because it's like, I wouldn't want someone to do it to me the whole game. It just shows how well-conditioned they are, too, because, like, damn, this dude will not stop.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Jessica Benson Show here on Grind City Media. Lang Whitaker sitting in here alongside CJ Hurt. And it's time, as always, on Wednesdays to catch up with our favorite farmer, DeAngelo Williams. What's up, D? How you been?
Man, I'm doing okay, man. Look, I'm going to tell you something, man. I like to think I used to be a compassionate person, man. But
When?
Used to be.
When were you ever compassionate?
I have lost that compassion for people. And you know how you know when you're an athlete, and I've heard this so many times. I've heard this so many times. As a professional athlete, when you don't want to stop and give people your time, they say you're an asshole. Nobody likes you, right?
Yep.
I have found in construction that it is way worse, bro. It is way worse. I'm going to tell y'all what I mean by I've lost all my compassion.
All right.
We are behind on this project 2 or 3 months, and this is the 3rd family member that done died in this person's family. I'm like, look, ain't no, like, I mean, I get it. I understand that, you at that age now where everybody dying, but we got shit. You can't bring nobody back. You can't bring, we behind 3 months already, bro. Like the reason why we behind the other 2 months is because the other 2 family members died. It take you 2 weeks to get over a death. I apologize. I'm Ben right now. I'm Ben right now. I am. It blows my mind. I'm like, well, so you said that you was gonna have this done. Well, things come up. I understand things come up, but you also have a job. Like, every time you have to do something, I now have to work my schedule around your schedule, and you ain't showing up. So it is this.
DeAngelo, did you ask for an obituary? Did you ask for a program for the wedding?
Death certificate.
Did you ask for the address so you could show up just to confirm that this person was actually dealing with some deaths? Because that's what it sounds like. It sounds like they're using death as an excuse, knowing that you're not going to push them or press them on it.
So my wife I am not allowed. I've told this story before, CJ. I'm not allowed to question people anymore because we were getting a fireplace. Look, we were getting a fireplace done, CJ. And I had a guy that came over and gave me a quote. And I'm talking about the quote was half price from everybody else. Like, it wasn't even half price. It was like an unrealistic price, CJ. And I was like, hell yeah. I was even going to tip him like an extra $500-600. And I don't tip people like that do jobs like that. Well, he called me and told me that he cut off half his hand and he wasn't going to be able to do the job. And I go, you're lying. There's no way. I told him for 3 days that he was lying to me. He sent pictures and everything, and he wasn't in the pictures. He sent me pictures of the hand being missing, and I'm like, bro, that ain't your hand. That ain't your hand. He showed up to the job to do the job because I was pestering him, and the man had half a hand. And my wife told me, he was still on painkillers and everything, bro. Week later, she was like, you are unbelievable. And I go, what are you talking about? She's like, you got this man working with a half a hand over here because you didn't believe the man had a half a hand. You need to stop questioning these people. They wouldn't just lie to you.
Listen. As a noted avid liar, yes, a liar would just lie to you.
I would lie.
But all you got to do is, I'm so sorry for your loss. What's the address of the funeral? I like to come by and pay my respects to the family. And then when you get the address, you don't have to go. You send somebody like, hey, go to this address and take some pictures for me.
Send flowers. Send flowers. If the flowers get returned, you know that it didn't happen.
Here's the thing. Now the first two, this is the red flag for me. Like, I didn't catch it the first time, but the first two was out of town.
Yeah.
First one, I was like, okay, all right, I understand. But like the second one, like, okay, like now it's to the point now where like you ain't got too many more family members left.
If they all keep dying,
how old is this person you hired, DeAngelo? Is this like an elderly construction manager you brought in here?
Also, you said the first two weddings are out of town. We're out of town.
No, funerals.
First two funerals. Excuse me. First two funerals. I got weddings on the brain. First two funerals were out of town. Sounds a whole hell of a lot like he had some out of town trips planned and just wanted to get away.
Yeah. Well, I just let you know why I lost my compassion for people in this industry, because I'm just like, so what about me? What about the job that you said that I mean, and this is as horrible as it gets, I understand, because business is business and things like that. But all these other retail stores are open when you have deaths in the family.
But the other retail stores,
they still show up. They still show up to work for. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't get the same.
No, don't say No, I don't see what
I get what he's saying.
You get what I'm saying? Like, the business doesn't stop.
I know what you mean, but like you're saying, like if the difference is if Arthur Blank has a death in the family, Home Depot stays open, right? That's what you're saying.
Yes.
So how many people work for this contract?
That's the question.
Not coming through?
We were complimenting him on him because he's the biggest crew that ever showed up, because he showed up with like 10 people.
So why can't they work without him? That's the question.
Now you see why. Now we on the same page. Damn, Lang. Yes. Now we on the same damn page.
I mean, you got people showing up with half a hand. You're making people show up missing body parts.
Yeah.
Like
Yes. And I tell him, I say, well, why can't your crew show up without you? And his reply is I don't want them to do something and they mess it up and I'm responsible for it.
I mean, that's a fair answer.
There and catch, but like, here's the thing though. If you're going to have to pivot, you can't pivot just a little bit. You got to pivot all the damn way. So if you know that you're going to miss some time, then you got to put some things in place that you may or may not be comfortable with in order to keep things moving. That's how business works.
D, it sounds like, wait, hold on.
Well, you're saying so this guy might be like just a control freak.
I'm not saying that.
Because you would assume like they have like there's a plan in place, right? Like there's a plan to do whatever construction you need done, that they're following this plan. And this guy's saying like, if I'm not there, they might screw up the plan.
Well, also, is it the same people that show up every time, DeAngelo? Are they different people? Right, like are the people showing up on to do the work, DeAngelo? If I called Donald and said, Donald, hey, I got a tip for you. Well, are they coming through in there? Are they taking everybody away? Right, like that's what it is.
I can't really tell.
That's what it is.
I can't tell if it's the same crew, if it's different. Like
he rolled by a Home Depot, Lowe's, and grabbed some people to come through. Right, like so if that's the case, he can't have them doing the work when he's not around. You just better be on the lookout for them Ice Boys. They coming, D.
Why you gonna do something like that, CJ?
I'm just trying to help you out. I'm telling you what's going on.
Hey, DeAngelo, how long was this this construction project supposed to take?
Don't know ice is around the corner.
It was gonna take quite some time, but the problem is that each area of construction requires specialists for that area of construction.
All right.
So when we get to said area of construction, I'm there for 3 or 4 months because this guy can't come do his job because all these people dying. And I get it. You know, I understand when you hit 30, 40 years old, that's when the old generation start dying off. But at the same time, like after the first and second one, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I mean, do everybody else know these people dying?
So, DeAngelo, my father says that he is a talent acquisition professional. So he can find you a new crew. You just tell him what you need. He'll find it for you. He'll get you somebody to come on through. Now, listen, I do believe
what kind of talent is this?
I do believe he's an HR professional.
Oh, okay.
So, but I do believe he be working with real life criminals too. So, like, I don't know what the case may be. Like people who just got out of jail and are looking for some work. But he could put you together a team, D. He can do it for you.
Yeah, I think I'm almost there. That's the thing though. I'm almost finished. It's just that, and I didn't mean to vent and come on here.
It's all right.
Talk bad about people, and I
space.
did. I really did. I needed to vent. I really did. I needed this. I really appreciate y'all, man. Lang, you stepping in and filling in for that beautiful, wholesome white lady, Jessica.
Why'd you describe her like that? Why is that how you described her?
So I'm gonna tell you
wholesome
why
white lady.
I mean, he's not wrong.
It is. No, she is far from wholesome. Don't let that little twerk fool
I find
y'all.
it so in my wife's phone, she has like the names, and she has like emojis in there too. Well, when she accidentally taps like the phone, and it'll describe like that contact. Whenever it calls, it'll be like so and so is calling, and describe the emoji. Well, she has a friend. She has a friend, and every time her friend calls, she'll go her name and go white lady on a bike because it's describing the emoji that's attached to it. So if there's so it's a white lady on a bike is the emoji, and it says it every time. And I'm like, how the hell you get that ringtone? Like, how did you put that together? She was like, I don't know how it does that. So she looked at it. She's like, I don't understand why it's saying this. And I was like, how do you describe me? So I called her. I don't have an emoji though. It just said husband. So.
All right.
I got a real question for you, DeAngelo. So yesterday the NFL was cut day, right? All these dudes are getting waved and cut and all that stuff. What's it like on the inside on that day? Is everybody just walking around like you're trying to avoid the guys who you think are going to get cut, or what's it like being around inside the locker room on those days?
It's different, man. I wanted to bring you a little bit closer and say it's different because there's two different thoughts. So as a first rounder and somebody that my first 3 years, I was untouchable.
Yeah.
I was untouchable my first 3 years. I don't, as a first round draft pick, you have 3 years to get yourself together because you got 3 years of guarantees where no matter what you do, they're going to pay you that money. So you got 3 years to get your shit together. You can trip on the first two, but that third year, you got to blow up in order to get that. You get what I'm saying, right?
Yep, contract year.
Right. When you don't have a contract year or you don't have a contract, every year is a contract year for you. And so if you're that person on the outside and you looking in this cut day, you're like, oh, crap. You know, it's not a matter of, okay, am I going to make it? It's am I going to make it somewhere else or in this league altogether? Because you may not be good for Cleveland, but you might be good for the Jaguars or somebody else. But here's the problem that a lot of young guys have. When they come into the National Football League undrafted, they get familiar with that one team and they feel like they've been done wrong or like, damn, man, I gave you everything I had You know, like I was comfortable here and you cut me, and then they go to another team and they had that ill feeling for the rest of their careers. It's okay to have a professional hatred, but when you have a personal one, that's when it gets like bad. I know this because I have a personal hatred for the Cowboys and the Cowboy fans. I do. I understand hatred. I understand.
Yeah.
I know what it looks like. Every year I have to listen to my Cowboy friends, and I have a bunch of them say this is their year. This is their year. And I ask them, okay, who gonna take y'all there? Who gonna take y'all to the promised land? Because all the people that's there now is still there. So if they ain't take you to the promised land then, what makes you think they gonna take you to the promised land now? And you know what one Cowboy fan, and I had to accept this. You know what he said?
What?
Everybody else is getting worse.
What?
Everybody else is getting worse. Like we catching up to them. Everybody else is getting worse.
Yeah, the Cowboys aren't really getting better though.
And when they say, I said, you know what? I'll accept that because every fan I've ever bumped is delusional. You just proved that y'all are.
D, you got a crazy cut story? You got a most interesting cut story?
Well, when I got cut.
Oh damn!
But
When'd
see,
you get cut? Wait, you didn't get cut. When?
I did get cut, bro.
You got cut. The Panthers cut you?
Yes, they cut.
I thought you just left. I didn't know they cut you, dog. Wait a damn minute,
bro. You don't
I was trying to get him to talk about it. I just didn't want to come out and say it.
I didn't know they cut you.
You got that NBA mindset. People don't just leave National Football League teams. It's always money, always money. Because if it wasn't money, they didn't have enough money to pay the players that they want, and they stay.
So what happened with you then? How'd that go down?
Okay, so Jonathan Stewart was coming into his own, and
y'all were smashing dash, right?
Yeah.
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 It was right. The writing was on the wall. The biggest when they put a player, when they rest a player. And they put him not on IR, but they say he's medically, he can't perform. But we all know that he's healthy. That's a great indication that they don't want you to hurt yourself because they finna get rid of your ass. So I hadn't played in a while, and I'm like, damn, I'm healthy. I feel good. So I came in the office to talk to him, and he was like, yeah, you know,
who'd you talk to?
Well,
the GM,
Coach Rivera.
Okay.
He was like, yeah, you know, I like what Jonathan's doing. You know, we just gonna rest you. We're gonna put you like on not active. I was non-active for the game and stuff. Like you still gonna come to all the games and everything. And I'm like, so you don't need me? Like we're in the middle of the season.
and I'm healthy.
No, yeah. So then I go, Coach. I know y'all gonna get rid of because this is like year 8. Like this is before I went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Right. So during that little time, I know that the writing's on the wall. So I go to him and I say, hey, Coach, what is it that I can do to prolong this process? And he goes, there's nothing you can do, man. You've done enough. You know, it's just, and I'm like, okay, cool. That's fine. I get it. I understand. And they end up cutting me. The first thing I do when I got to Pittsburgh, I go, hey, Coach, you know.
Which coach?
I know I'm on the end of Coach Tomlin.
Okay. The actual Tomlin, not Timu Tomlin.
No, not Timu Tomlin. Not the one that we witnessed that just whistle tones were all off, rhythm. Just didn't feel right. Just didn't feel like he had been coaching long. Not that coach. So Coach Tomlin, he called me in and I asked him first off the rip. I said, hey, Coach, what do I need to do, man, to stick around this place for a long time? And he rolled off a laundry list of things. He was like, hey, you got to lose 15 pounds. I said, Coach, I ain't been that way since I was in high school. He was like, you said you want to know what it's going to take for you to stick around. I mean, he was like, you gonna either be a two dogs, one bone guy, or you gonna be a long-term guy. And I go, I later found out what the the 2 dogs, 1 bone guy. I don't want to ever be that guy.
Wait, what's that?
guy right there.
What does that mean?
The 2 dogs, 1 bone is week to week. I got 2 dogs, 1 bone.
Oh, okay.
One of y'all gonna get cut. The other one gonna be on the team. Y'all gotta figure it out. So every day they came to practice, it was a game because it was 2 dogs, 1 bone. Only one can eat, and that's how Coach Tomlin was in terms of like, I don't know if he was driving competition or being honest, but he got results from both.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like.
But he told me I had to lose weight to get down to 217, and I was like, "Ooh, Coach, I ain't been." So I got skinny when I got there because Le'Veon ran the hell out of me. I hated Le'Veon Bell with a passion. It was one day I asked him, I was like, "Do you have to run so much? Like, why do you have to run so much?" I'm gonna tell you what I mean. After every practice, whether it was a walkthrough, whether it was whatever, him and Antonio Brown will run like 20 or 30 gassers, depending on what they need to run after or before practice or during, depending on how many they're going to get in for the day. And they got to get it in before they leave. So if you take a rep and you run all the way down, man, and you come back and you off, he going to be like, "Hey, man, let's get this gasser in, man, real quick, because we got to get 30 throughout the day." What he's trying to do is if you get 2 or 3 here, 2 or 3 there, by the end of the day, you got your 30. Now, when you start hitting them lump sums, but you like 8 here and 10 there and 12 here, they take a toll on you. I didn't understand that like I got like later on down. They knew what was going on. So while I was hurting in between reps, because I'm like, damn, I just came out from taking this rep. Let me get a breather or something. He was like, "Well, you get your breather when you run." And I was like, "That's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my life."
You can't breathe when you run?
Yeah. The stupidest thing in my life. And that's why they were one of they were 2 of the best in shape players. Le'Veon didn't come out. Yeah. I mean, the only thing that kept him from the field was things off the field. But other than that, he didn't come out. Antonio Brown was the same way. He'd run 3 goals, come back to the huddle. And I'm like, "Bro, you don't want to go? You good?" He's like, "Oh yeah, what we go? We can go another one if you want to. Just throw me the ball this time."
I see, DeAngelo. I think your contractor has you in a 2 dogs, 1 bone situation.
Man, you know what? Don't say that. Don't say that.
I think he sounds like he's got something else going on somewhere else, and some days he has time for you. Some days the other dog's getting the bone.
Well, that's the thing, though. It's going to be nothing over here because I really try to give people a chance before I move on.
That's big of you.
Because once I move on, bro, I move on. I'm talking about, man, life has prepared me for situations where when you move on, you don't say nothing I don't have to call you anymore. I don't have to text you. I don't have to look at any of your profiles on social media. I don't have to do any of that to just exist. Life prepared me for that because of the things that I've been through. Yeah,
we wish you the best. The chat agrees with me. The chat thinks that your contract just got you in the bad situation. So we hope for the best.
I appreciate that. Like, what are you doing over there, CJ? Why are you
working? I got guests hitting me up in the DMs. We're trying to coordinate some things. I figured we were letting DeAngelo go. Yeah. Why the hell is he still here?
He still likes to talk.
Why are we
not? He doesn't have anything else to do. The contractor didn't show up.
And why haven't we cut DeAngelo yet?
CJ, you can't be in all black on the show, bro. It really messes up the light.
Like, you could take off the damn sunglasses, D, and see me just fine.
Well, they my meta glasses, so I was able to. I'm able to talk to you through the look. These damn glasses were expensive. All right, I'm trying to use every damn chance I get. All right,
I see those cameras.
So
on
please just hang in there with me.
All right, D. We'll holler at you next week, man.
Appreciate you, DeAngelo.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a farmer. It's not easy.
Okay.
I know it's tough. All right. Appreciate you guys.
I think my ancestors worked on farms.
There you go. We're going to be right back on the Jessica Benson Show.
Sugar and
we'll be right back on the wholesome Jessica Benson Show right here on Grind City Media.
Tobacco farms. A whole lot of farming is what we did. Not by choice necessarily.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
When were you fine being a role player?
I always think of myself as the star player because I'm doing stuff that guys don't want to do. I'm making winning plays. The whole goal of this game is to win basketball games. I think of Alex Caruso, he's a star player to me. Drew Holiday is a star player to me.
Yes, indeed.
TA is a star player to me. You know
First
what I mean?
team.
Yeah.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Scottie Scheffler ran away with the Open Championship this weekend. My God, this guy, he's not real. Have we reached the point with Scottie Scheffler where you don't have to care a thing about golf, but you still know there's a dude named Scottie Scheffler who is awesome at it?
He is solidified himself as one of the greats in the sport. At this point, probably of all time.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back to the Jessica Benson Show. I'm the wholesome Lang Whitaker, sitting in for JB. CJ Hurts here, Jacob's here. And it's time for some more WTF Wednesday stuff. We're going to start with Bryson DeChambeau, who's one of my favorite golfers. Just because he's a weirdo. I don't know how much you know about Bryson DeChambeau.
I know nothing about him. You'll have to fill me
During
in.
COVID, he decided to put on like 35 pounds of muscle.
Oh, he's that guy.
And so he got like jacked. But the funny part was when he would be playing in the golf tournaments, he was like constantly having to drink protein shakes and eat. You know how like those weightlifter people are, CJ? Like they're just all so he'd be like,
wait, is he the one who used to like measure with the protractor and everything?
He still does.
So
he was like an engineering major in college. He's the only guy whose clubs are all like they're longer than everybody else. He has all these weird things.
Okay.
But in the last like year and a half, he's become a big YouTuber, and he has all these YouTube videos. He's become super popular. People actually like him now. Everybody thought he was just a weirdo before all this. Now he kind of has a personality. He has a series on YouTube where he plays golf. He played golf with Donald Trump. Remember the videos of him playing with Trump?
Nah, I missed that.
He played. There was one where he went to Walmart. They bought him a kid's set of clubs from Walmart, and he had to try to break par at a real golf course. So he does all these fun things. He had a whole series last year where he tried to hit a ball over his house. And his house is like all glass, and he's sitting there lining up just to hit it right at the house. And he would lob it over the house and try to hit the green in the back. This week he started a new clip where he's trying to pitch the ball up onto the balcony of his house into a tiny little cup that's up there.
Okay.
The PGA season, well, he's on live, so it doesn't matter, I guess. Because the PGA season just ended. You got to do something. But he's just hitting it off the rug. He's got the Bentley out there, and I didn't watch this whole thing. CJ, you said he's giving away the Bentley?
I think if it's, you sent this to me, right? You sent day one to me.
I said day one.
And it's the same thing. And so he's going to try X amount of days. So if he can get it into the cup, my understanding is the car is going to be given away. Every time he hits inside of the yellow, that is like $100 he's giving away to somebody who's watching or following or something like that.
That's unbelievable. Like, look, I play golf every weekend. To hit it up there every single time is like the hardest thing ever. If he goes in the cup, it's just going to be lucky. I saw a question on Twitter the other day. 100 yards is length of a football field, right? In golf, it's a pretty short shot. If you had 1,000 shots at a 100-yard hole to hit a hole in one, and you would win like $1 million or $10 million. But if you take 1,000 shots, don't hit a hole in one, you go to jail for a year. So your choices are $10 million or go to jail for a year. Is that a challenge you would take?
No.
1,000 shots. You figure like you have a 1 in 1,000 chance.
Lang, I'm not making it 50 yards.
I play golf all the time. Like, I don't think I would take it either.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would think maybe you get it within 2-3 feet 2 or 3 times. I don't know. Like, I mean, I can hit it 100 yards consistently. I just don't know, like, you're hitting it in a thing this big. Like, it's really hard.
Yeah, getting a hole. I wouldn't take that deal at like a putt-putt either. Like, I am not a good golfer. That would not be something I'd ascribe to. Not with jail on the line. A year?
You're in jail.
A year?
What if it's like a nice...
Cutler's doing 4 days.
Country club jail.
I mean, who's all in this country club jail?
Whose idea
right?
of a country club is it?
Because it's still jail. Prison is still prison.
I'm not a country club guy. I don't know. A country club jail might be nice. I don't know. Hey, Cracker Barrel was in the news last week because they changed their logo.
And they should have been in the news. That's an atrocious decision. I didn't realize that it angered everybody. I know it angered people who think like me, but it angered all of us.
I think it angered a lot of people who think the opposite of you, too.
Well, listen, as the furthest right person on this network, it's
right?
Right, correct. Correct is synonymous with right, so I'm
right.
right.
Can be used in other contexts.
Well,
also.
listen, right, whatever you want to use it, however you use it, I'm the furthest right one. I didn't realize it made everybody, those who be wrong all the time, it made them mad also.
That's what I'm saying. It triggered people.
We bullied. Again, bullying works. Say what you will, say what you want about bullying and its place in our society. But damn it, Sonic the Hedgehog, we bullied them out of that monstrosity that one time. And then we bullied Cracker Barrel into not changing their goofy ass
logo. They changed
logo.
it back. They announced yesterday they're changing the logo back. They said, we listened.
Thank goodness.
I like how they try to like spin it to be like something positive. We thank our guests for sharing your voices and your love for Cracker Barrel. We said we would listen, and we have. Our new logo is going away, and our old timer will remain. At Cracker Barrel, it's always been and always will be about serving up delicious food, warm welcomes, and the kind of country hospitality that feels like family. What if they just took the dude off the sign?
Well, that's the one that is making some people upset. That's Uncle Herschel.
Who?
Is it Uncle Herschel? That's his name. And apparently... like, it makes people real mad when you start trying to take Uncle Herschel away.
What the hell is a Cracker Barrel, anyway?
A barrel full of crackers.
Do crackers come in barrels? I thought they come in those sleeves.
At one point in time, we were eating crackers out of a barrel, Lang. I don't know what to tell you.
That's a terrible idea because they'll get all crushed up in there. They'd be
I don't know why we were doing it. And listen, it might have been a terrible idea, and we went away from it because it was a terrible idea.
But then why are we keeping it alive? Let's let it go. Let's change it to the cracker sleeve. Something else. I don't really care about the logo. I just want the Cracker Barrel stores to still have those little peg games where you have to like jump.
Oh, yeah.
You remember they used to have those on every table, and it said like if you leave 8, you're an ignoramus or whatever.
Yeah,
you had it on there.
The rocking chairs got to be on the porch. Got to have those games.
The big checkerboards.
The big checkerboards.
And the thing where you can try to cut a piece of cheese and you have to guess how much. If you guess the weight, you get it for free.
Oh, I'm unaware of that. I didn't know we could do
have
that
like
in
a
the Cracker
giant
Barrel.
wheel of cheese, and you tell them how much you wanted. They slice it off, and then you say like that's going to weigh 9.2 ounces or whatever, 9 ounces. And then if it weighs 12 ounces, you got to pay for it. If it weighs 9 ounces, you get it for free. And just that whole store, like the general store.
The general store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the part I liked about Cracker Barrel. The food, like whatever.
who in the hell suggested they go to that boring ass logo? And listen, we got to stop with the sleek and the ultra modern, because it takes away from the character of these things. What makes the Cracker Barrel logo special is you got Uncle Herschel sitting next to the barrel of crackers. I guess I don't know what's in that damn barrel, but he's sitting next to the barrel in a rocking chair, and it's like, okay, that's folksy.
Maybe
that's
Herschel's
cool.
the cracker,
I like that.
and then there's a barrel.
Okay, well, maybe
empty barrel.
Herschel's the cracker. That's your people's word. I apologize for saying it. But yeah, like I've seen pictures of like old Toys R Us, right?
Yeah,
That giraffe was so
Jeffrey
cool
the giraffe,
looking,
yeah.
and now it's just boring. Chester the cheetah, excuse me.
Yeah.
Cool looking, and now it's
Chuck E.
it's
Cheese
boring.
stuck
Chuck
with
E.
Chuck.
Cheese,
Yeah,
man.
until he got arrested.
Oh my gosh, Chuck E. Cheese looks.
What about
looks just
Showbiz
so
Pizza,
bland.
though? They used to have, like, the band that played the music
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, the Rock of Fire explosion.
So who the hell are, again, offering our services to anybody out there looking for some consultant advice?
I'll tell you
Because
what.
I could have told you not to do this beforehand and saved you some money. Saved you a whole lot of money. How much money, I'm not sure, but I know I would have saved you some money.
I'm just reading the chat about this. People are
So much money I could have saved you. Steak and Shake threw this tweet up.
Well, why is Steak and Shake pocket watching?
Because it's ridiculous. And also, aren't they owned by the same people?
I don't know, but Steak and Shake in the last year has
closed a bunch of stores.
They've done this whole thing about how they use beef tallow to make their fries now.
Mhm.
Like it's like RFK's big thing. They Steak and Shake has kind of like become aggressive on social media. They're saying it's a $700 million rebrand, $1 million per restaurant, $30 million on consultants.
Wait. Is that Stephen Miller?
I don't know. It might be.
All right. Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know why Steak and Shake's pocket watching Cracker Barrel. I'll tell you one thing. If they had this logo change, like Cracker Barrel backed off when we bullied them, right?
Right. Rightfully so. Bullying works. Bullying is a good thing.
I'll tell you
sometimes.
who wouldn't have backed off.
Who?
Waffle House.
Because Waffle House wouldn't change. Waffle
It
House
doesn't matter. They've changed their menu. They've changed some stuff.
Waffle House wouldn't do this. What was going on at Cracker Barrel was not just a logo change. They were trying to change the whole vibe and the whole ambiance, right? So the old folksy feel of it, they were getting rid of all of that. They were trying to make it look more modern also. We threw up the picture of some of the newly renovated Cracker Barrels that they were going to start rolling out.
Oh, that's right.
And it was like, oh, no, we can now. No, this is not the Cracker Barrel I knew and loved. I will not be eating here if this is what you're trying to do. And Waffle House isn't going to do that. I said it before, I'll say it again. I want to walk in Cracker Barrel and feel like somebody's going to call me boy as soon as I step in. Like, I want to go into the bathroom and somebody stop me like, no. Colors is over there, right? When I walk into Waffle House, I want to feel like if I go into the bathroom, somebody's going to be doing meth. Right? And don't get rid of that feel. That's what it should feel like. A fight could pop off any given minute. I want my floors to stick.
Especially at 3 in the morning.
I want my feet to stick to the floor as I walk in. I want a look of despair and disgust and just outright disdain from whoever the hell it is cooking my food in the Waffle House. That's what I want when I walk in the Waffle House. If you're starting to change that, then we have damn problems, and we cannot allow those types of things to happen. I want if the person making my food isn't smoking actively, I want the cigarette behind their ear. I want it to be clear that this person smokes.
Now at Waffle House they wear the gloves. They got the the latex gloves.
Yeah.
Like they have, there's like certain rules they got to go by. Someone in the chat says, when's the last time you anybody went to Cracker Barrel? I will say, like, there's one like about halfway between here and Atlanta, right outside Birmingham.
Mm-hmm.
There's that exit. I think it's exit 65 on 22, where it's got like there's a Waffle House and a Cracker Barrel at the same exit. The Cracker Barrel has pretty nice bathrooms usually.
Yeah.
So that's we stopped there every once in a while. And when my kid was younger, he loved it because that general store is just full of like crap. And little kids walk in there like, oh, I can get a pop gun, or I can get a Page Boy hat, or I can get Pop Rocks or whatever. Like there's all this just weird stuff in there. But I don't remember the last time I ate at a Cracker Barrel. And I don't have any plans to eat at a Cracker Barrel anytime soon. Not because of this. Just like,
There's not one around. There's not one around you. We go 2 or 3 times a year to a Cracker Barrel.
On purpose. Like, I mean, you plan.
Yeah, like, hey, let's
we
go.
haven't been to Cracker Barrel.
Because my wife loves their pancakes. They got pretty good other food as well for me to partake in. it's a family sit down restaurant. Cracker Barrel is good. And then, like you said, going from here to pick a place in the southeastern region, every other exit has a Cracker Barrel like there. So on our way to Columbus, Georgia, we will stop at Cracker Barrel, fill up on some food, go to the restroom, and then get back on the road.
You know who's
so like
really
I said, 2 or 3 times a year,
who's
I'm
really
at the Cracker
encroaching
Barrel.
on Cracker Barrel?
Who?
Buc-ee's. Because they're putting Buc-ee's all over the place now in the Southeast. And you can get gas. They have clean bathrooms. They have food. They got a whole general store, basically. I mean, it's sort of like a version of Cracker Barrel where you don't have to sit down and wait for your food for an hour. It's all fast and moves real good. So I don't know. CJ sent me this tweet the other day about the tomatina. Is that how we say it? It's some sort of thing that happens in Italy where people throw tomatoes at each other. And it's happening now, apparently. Maybe
Happened. I think it happened Monday.
Oh, okay. Maybe Jessica's going to go to that.
Maybe.
Since she's running around over there.
Maybe. It looks like a whole lot of fun, though. And it's just, look at this.
That does not look like fun.
It's just people throwing tomatoes.
Spain.
Yeah, it's in Spain. If you're from there, you show up and you're throwing tomatoes.
This
but
looks
it's
like a scene out of Mad Max.
It's like $17 a ticket, and you can just hop out there and throw tomatoes at people. Yeah.
You have to pay an
It's $17 a ticket
They
for an
pay
hour.
me $17. I'm not going to that.
For an hour.
Do you have
You're not
somebody
going
throw
there?
rotten tomatoes at me? No.
They're not rotten. They're overly ripened. So you wouldn't do this.
No, hell
You wouldn't
no.
go out there. 22,000 people.
Nope.
22,000 of your closest friends.
Would you go to the running of the bulls in Spain?
Hell no.
Yeah, see, like
No.
what's like
No,
there's lots of things I wouldn't do.
a bull will kill me. A tomato's not going to kill me.
But these are they got to be rotten because if you're a tomato farmer, like you're selling your good ones.
Yeah,
these are just like your odd ones, you know,
Yeah,
the ones that
yes.
are sitting around rotten. It
I
says
don't
it's
know if
only
they're
an
rotten.
hour.
Yeah, it's only an hour. So $20 for an hour. If you're in Spain and you got nothing else to do, why not go pay $20 to throw
I don't know,
tomatoes
the
at
worst
people?
part of this would be being on the cleanup crew.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
Like,
that?
how do you clean?
I don't
How do
know.
you clean it?
Look at that
So,
crap.
so the buildings most of them have like giant sheets over them. So the thought is, I guess you just take the sheet off.
Oh, look,
and
here you go.
There's somebody cleaning.
It looks like a lot of the people were just standing there, like jammed in shoulder to shoulder. Like that part, you couldn't really do anything. So I don't know. One of my favorite annual traditions on Twitter is Bunky Perkins, who's a great college football fan who tweets a lot about college football. Every year he gets a hold of the Ole Miss Sigma Nu pledge list and goes through the names and tries to find like the most fraternity-themed or fraternity-like name. I'm not sure how you would say this. And there's always some like kind of wacky names involved in this. Can you throw it up, Jacob?
What now? I'm unfamiliar with.
It's just a tradition.
I'm unfamiliar with PWI frats. So what's this frat known for?
What's PWI?
Predominantly white. The
I
non-black
don't know what they're
joints.
known for, but just read the names.
All right. What are they?
I'm trying to.
You can pull it up on Slack, Lane.
I'll
Pull
have
it
to.
up on your computer.
I'm not on the Slack.
Williams Bly? What are we doing here? Kennedy Braden Kennedy?
I don't know which name is first. Here it is. I got it.
Rich Redman.
Which name which name out of these would you prefer to be?
I would rather not be any of these.
And you said you could have
Beckham
been
Dutcher?
you could have been Chuck Hurt.
I'd rather be Chuck Hurt than.
What about Riddick Harrell?
Like, come on, man. Caleb Morgan?
Harrison Hinkle?
Who?
Harrison Hinkle.
Gosh, that sounds like a white frat
He's from
name.
Pascagoula.
From where?
Pascagoula,
What
Mississippi.
the hell is that?
Let's look at these other names. Rhodes McCarty. Cooper McClearly.
Is there a name that stood out to you, Lane? Cash who? Cash Borgavere. What the
How
hell
about
is that?
Cave Pennebaker.
What? So all this is he gets hold to the list and says, "Hey, look at these names.
Yeah.
Aren't they really, really white sounding?"
Look at these dumb names. Basically. Yeah, he does this every year. Somehow he gets the list, and he determines the favorite names. He said this year he would be Cave Pennebaker.
Okay.
So, I don't know. It's a fun list to go to.
James Canterbury is.
See, I told
All
you.
right.
Last thing. Rajon Rondo is now the number one flag football quarterback in the world, I guess. I was going to say America. Well, but where else do they play flag football? He's got to be the best in the world.
Good point.
I wonder if he could play in the Olympics.
That's the deal.
Yeah, now that flag football is going to be in the Olympics. Rajon Rondo retired from the NBA 3, 4, 5 years ago. Ended up with the Cavs, I think. He played a bunch of teams. Won a title with the Celtics. Was a great point guard, not offense first, but read the game. Incredible analytic mind, understood play calling. He used to call plays sometimes in the huddles. Doc Rivers would just give him the board. He would draw up stuff. Played football in high school, was a quarterback in high school, was good before he went to Oak Hill, and ended up going into the NFL playing there. So now he's playing flag football, and he's now the number one ranked flag football quarterback.
So it's looking likely that Rajon is
I think
going
he
to
should
be
be on our Olympic team.
on the Olympic team, on the U.S. Olympic roster. Rajon Rondo, this works perfect. When you think about what Rajon Rondo was as a basketball
Smart
player,
guy.
well, he was somebody who just held the ball for 20 seconds and then he'd make the read and throw the ball to somebody who'd make the play. And that's all a quarterback does. The quarterback holds on to the ball, waits till somebody gets open, and then throws the ball.
He's
to
also
him.
probably quick enough to elude the rush.
Yeah, and there's that part also.
You want a Rondo story? When I was working at GQ, he reached out and was like, I want to intern at GQ.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. So I called my boss and I said, Rajon Rondo wants to intern here. And they said, okay. And when summer came around, the Celtics were off. Rajon Rondo came to town, came to New York City and spent 2 days as an intern at GQ and learned how magazines are made and how content's made. And I went to lunch with him on the first day of the internship, and I was like, how's it going? He was like, well, I got to finish this blog post, and then I got to go make these copies. They made him do like real stuff, and he did it for a couple days and did the work. So
That's dope. Rajon Rondo's one of those.
Rajon.
Rajon, excuse me.
His friends all call him Johnny.
One of those who just seem to be just out doing stuff in life. He's coaching. He's doing the flag football. He did that. He
I'm
seems
sort
to
of
have
surprised he
somebody.
didn't become an NBA coach. He still might,
Listen, still young enough to do that.
How old is he?
Rajon got to be 39, 40. He's not that old.
39.
39. Yeah.
Not that old. Still got a whole life ahead of him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's today's show. And I appreciate you hanging out with me the last, 4 days I was hosting this thing. Devin Walker's in tomorrow. I'll be back Friday with Devin to do some stuff. And in the meantime, enjoy your day. It's hump day. After today, it's all downhill. We got the weekend. We got college football, real college football coming up. Hopefully you don't have a YouTube TV so you get to watch the Ohio State-Texas game, because otherwise you might be screwed. For Jacob, for CJ, I'm Lang. Appreciate you. See you soon.